BTS News Today. The sun had not fully set over Los Angeles when the news exploded across the digital world. Just an hour ago, two global icons once again sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Park Jimin and Jungkook, members of BTS, announced something that had long been whispered about among fans: a joint concert. But this wasn't just any concert. Not a simple reunion on stage. This was a declaration, a statement, a bold move that made the world pause. An international stadium tour, and its first location? The United States, and no one saw it coming. No teaser, no poster, no leaks from staff, not even subtle hints on their Wevers or Instagram posts. But precisely at 5 p.m. local time, a massive LED screen lit up in the heart of Hollywood Boulevard, displaying a black and white visual of two unmistakable figures, Jimin with soft yet sharp eyes, and Jungkook with slightly tousled hair and a gaze filled with determination. The words beneath the video were simple but shook the world. We're coming. First stadium show. Los Angeles, September 13th, 2025. It didn't take long for global media to replay every second of that video, analyzing the expressions, dissecting every word posted on their social media, and crafting theories. Why this concert? Why just the two of them? And most importantly, why America? While media scrambled to find answers, fans were already in tears of joy. The hashtag Jungkook Stadium 2025 soared to the top of global trends in under 20 minutes. Some had expected a small-scale concert or a private showcase. But instead, it was a full-blown stadium concert, and the first venue was SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. A place they once dreamed of attending as fans, now transformed into the stage they would soon stand upon. That night, in an undisclosed location, Jimin and Jungkook appeared in a short live broadcast. Dressed casually, Jimin in a loose gray hoodie, and Jungkook in a white tee showing his tattooed left arm. There were no flashy lights, no glam studio. Just two chairs, one camera, and the unmistakable nervous smiles of two men about to share their truth. "Hi Army, we know this is really sudden," Jimin began, his voice slightly trembling. "But today, we want to tell you something we've been keeping for a long time." Jungkook glanced at Jimin and nodded gently. "We've been through a lot together. Time flies so fast. But the dream, it's not over," Jimin added. "And we've decided we want to start again. Here, in America." Jungkook sighed, then smiled. "Because this is where we first fell in love with the big stage. This is where we first cried in front of thousands. And now, we're coming back. But this time, just the two of us." It didn't take long for fans to realize that this wasn't just a side project. It was deeply personal. A new chapter they were choosing to open on their own, outside of business strategies or agency directives. Even the tone of the live broadcast suggested this was a quiet rebellion, a push for freedom and authenticity in an industry that often suppresses both. One anonymous longtime HYB staff member posted on X that Jimin and Jungkook had been planning this independently for nearly a year. They had rented their own studio in LA, rehearsed in secret, and brought only a small, trusted team. "This is not a HYB concert," they wrote. "This is theirs. Pure. From the heart." The next morning, every major media outlet in the US and South Korea carried similar headlines. BTS Jimin and Jungkook go rogue. Independent stadium tour confirmed. The phrase "go rogue" shocked many, suggesting they were going forward without full agency approval. But ARMY knew this wasn't rebellion. This was liberation, and they embraced it with full hearts. Speculation spread like wildfire. Some believed this hinted at a joint album. Others suspected a permanent duo project. A few even theorized that this could be the foundation of a new BTS subunit, once all members completed their military service. But beyond all the rumors and theories, one truth stood clear. This concert was about love. Love for music, love for the stage, and love for each other. As friends, artistic partners, and survivors of the storms and sunlight they had weathered together. In the days following the announcement, behind-the-scenes content quietly surfaced. Clips of Jimin and Jungkook laughing when a speaker blew during rehearsal, snippets of them singing BTS songs acoustically, and quiet moments of them sitting in silence on an empty stage, seemingly absorbing the enormity of their journey. One clip that went viral showed the two standing in an empty stadium at night. Jimin wore a thick jacket, Jungkook in a hoodie. They stood silently among rows of empty seats. Jungkook whispered, "I used to be scared I'd never make it back here." Jimin responded, "But now we're here. Together." Armies worldwide began making preparations. Limited tickets sold out in under 4 minutes. Fans from Korea booked flights to LA, ready to travel thousands of miles to witness history. A Brazilian army's open letter went viral. "I don't know if there will be another concert after this, but I know this one comes from their hearts, and I will be there." A week before the concert, Jimin and Jungkook returned to Weverse Live. They looked exhausted, eyes puffy, voices hoarse, but their smiles remained. Jungkook paused for a long moment before saying, "We've had some really hard days. There's so much we can't tell you yet. But this concert is my way of saying thank you. And I'm sorry." Jimin gently held Jungkook's hand. "We know we're no longer the kids who debuted years ago. We know the world has changed, but our hearts are the same. And as long as you're willing to listen, we'll keep singing." That night, armies around the globe lit digital candles via their phones, making the virtual sky glow as a symbol of unwavering love and support. Then, the day arrived. September 13th, SoFi Stadium was full. The Los Angeles sky seemed to part open. And when the two appeared on stage, the first song to echo was "Still With You," accompanied by soft piano. The stadium went silent, then broke into tears. Jimin sang the chorus with a slightly trembling voice, while Jungkook harmonized, his eyes constantly finding Jimin beside him. That song wasn't just an opener. It was a love letter to their past, to ARMY, to the dream they still carried. The concert became more than just a performance. It became history. And why start the tour in America? The answer was simple. Because this was where they once felt small, learned to rise, and now, they returned. Not as young boys searching for a place, but as artists who knew exactly where they were going. That night, the world seemed to pause. Amid cheers and singing from thousands, Jimin and Jungkook stood, not as flawless idols or K-pop legends, but as two souls who chose to return to the heart of everything, music and truth. After the first song, the stadium lights dimmed, and a giant screen displayed archival footage, clips of rehearsals in their small LA studio, old BTS stage moments, them laughing, crying silently, and never-before-seen childhood videos. A narration played, not in English, but in Korean, as if to remind everyone of their roots, their language, and shared scars. Sometimes, you just need one person to believe in you, even when the world doesn't, Jimin's voice echoed. And sometimes, you have to walk far, just to find your way home. Jungkook's voice followed, soft yet full of weight. The stage lit up again, and they performed a new, unreleased song titled, "The Place We Found." Its lyrics struck deep. Jimin's voice flowed like a healing whisper, and Jungkook's tone carried nostalgic weight, transporting listeners back to those early BTS days on small stages in Seoul. Dreaming, unsure if anyone would listen, that song became the night's anthem. Armies holding lightsticks cried, sang along, lifting their hands as if reaching for a long-lost dream. Between songs, they didn't just greet the audience, they told stories. Jimin spoke about his fear of returning to the US stage after so long. Jungkook shared how he'd gone through empty studio days, revived only by the sound of Jimin quietly humming a melody.